Darren and Mel, I asked them to tell me 5 things they each loved about the other, and neither knows what the other has written. So Darren's 5 things are, or actually, he's gone one step further and done 6. Oh, good girl. Okay, number 1 is how strong and supportive you are. That I know you are always there for me and I feel safe with you, and you know just from looking at me how I'm feeling. I love your sense of humour and cute nervous laugh you have. I love that we can make jokes on almost any subject and not get upset about it. I love just how geeky and weird you truly are, almost hidden most of the time, except to those that know you well enough to spot it. I love that you choose to ignore me and my childish giggles when I accidentally fart in bed. I've heard somebody else say there's ducks in the room, so you have ducks in the room, Darren. Unless they are bad enough to make your eyes water, of course. I love your inquisitive nature and insatiable need for wanting to know more all the time. Always learning and evolving, quite often taking along for the ride when I keep up. And one of you girls feeling a bit faint, you can come in here if you like.
That's fine.
Okay. The way you somehow knew we would always end up together, even before we met each other. And Mel's 5 things are, I love that you never say no. Whatever crazy plans I hatch, you are my partner in crime, always by my side, encouraging me. I love that you take me stargazing. Even though I'm just a normal person, you genuinely believe that I am amazing and that you are lucky to be with me. I love that you know I love water. The first time you ever saw me really distressed, even though you already had plans, you cancelled them. You took me to the beach, into the ocean, and just held me there in the water and pretended that the little phosphorescent, thank you, Darren, creatures in the water were stars that had fallen from the sky. When my favourite fish, Denzel, died, even though it was just a fish, you cried with me. You find it cute that I'm a geek. I think everyone will agree with such loving thoughts for each other, these guys can't go wrong. And now we'll have our second reading, but before we have our second reading, I'm going to get Mel and Darren to move forward. I'm going to get the girls to come in here. Only because I'm frightened somebody's going to faint and it is quite hot. If I could invite Laurie to come forward for the reading, thank you.
A modified version of Corinthian. Love is always patient and kind. It is never jealous. Love is never boastful and conceited. It is never rude or selfish. It does not take offence and is not resentful. Love takes no pleasure in other people's sins, but delights in the truth. It is always ready to excuse, to trust, to hope, and to endure whatever comes.
That was beautiful. So now we'll have the signing of the register, and if I could ask our Brad if he'll play some music, and if everyone could just stay seated while our official photographer takes photos first, and I'll be sure to give you all that paparazzi moment. So the bride and groom would like to be seated. Thank you.